Hi everyone, we're going to quickly go over the cool down questions for chapter 13, all of these operations with fractions. So let's get started. For number 1, writing our answer as an improper fraction, reducing if possible. So because they have the same denominator, I can just do 45 minus 21, which would be, which would be 24. And then we keep our denominator the same, 24 fourths. And then we're going to reduce that. 24 divided by 4 is 6, so it is just perfectly 6. Looking at number 2, find the difference. So I'm going to start by subtracting my whole numbers. 7 minus 3 is 4. And then I'll subtract my fractions. 6/8 minus 3/8 would be 3/8. Okay. Number 3, shade to show the correct part and then write the equation. So I've got 3/6 plus another 6. So now I have 4/6. And that's exactly what my equation will show. Cool. Okay, moving on. Solve the problem using the base 10 block. Okay, so 32 is going to be 3 10s. Let me see if I can get a thicker pen. Maybe. There we go. 3 10s. And 2 little ones. And then 4 tenths, I'll do a different color here, is going to be just like this. 4 of these. And I don't have to put them next to each other, but I think it helps. Okay, so now I can kind of count up what I've got using my pen. So I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 2 hundredths. Here we go. Moving right along. Number 5, 5 times 1/10. So thinking back to our repeated addition for multiplication, I'm just going to add 1/10 plus 1/10 plus 1/10 5 times, which is going to give us 5 tenths. And if you wanted to reduce that, you could to 1/2. That is not a skill that we expect in 3rd or 4th or even 5th grade to reduce, just to recognize equivalent fractions, but we don't always have to reduce them. Okay, looking here for number 6, comparing. So I need to add these. 3 12ths plus 4 12ths would be 7 12ths, which is going to be less than 8 12ths. So we'll get less than in there. And then number 7 is one that a lot of people miss because they miss the word unit fraction. So a unit fraction is just our counting fraction. So a unit fraction has a 1 in the numerator. So we want this in terms of 1/6. So if I were to multiply this 4 times 5, 6, it would be 26. So here I'm going to have 20 times 1/6. Now I have it in terms of a unit fraction. So unit fractions are going to have 1 in the numerator, and it's our unit or our counting measure. Just like you would count in inches, 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, you can count in sixths or eighths or fourths as your unit. Okay, moving right along. Number 8, using my fraction number line to show 3 1/4 minus 1 3/4. So I'm going to start out with my number line, and I don't need to start at 0. I think that's an important thing to note. So I think I'm going to start with 3 here, 4, 2, 1. And then I want to show my fourths. So I'm going to have 3 breaks so that I have 4 equal sections. And then I think I'm going to leave it there for now. And now I'm going to start at 3 1/4. And I think the first thing I want to do is take away 1 whole. So that would put me -1 at 2 1/4. And now I can take away 3/4. 1, 2, 3. And that would put me at 1 2/4, or 1 1/2. Okay, so lots of ways you could do that. You could do different hops on the number line than I did, but showing that partitioning is an important part, and showing the jumps that you made along the way is another important part. All right, the next one, we are going to solve 4/10 times 3 using our hundreds grid. So here is 1/10. So 4/10 would be 4 of these. There we go. And then we want that times 3. So there's one group. There's 2 groups of 4/10. And then here's our third group of 4/10. Oh, I'm going to need the next one over. There we go. Okay, so all of that tells me that I need one whole, because this whole block is colored in, plus 2/10. So I would have 1 2/10. Or you could say 1 20/100, 1 1/5. All of those would be equivalent. All right, so I believe that is it for this week. If you have questions or concerns, feel free to contact me, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next one.